Hello and good morning. So now it's time for the beginning of the end. So Harmonia, this is a twins fight. This is the first time that you end up having an in-story chance to get a Snapdragon. So he gets a bunch of demons in. But yeah, so it's this kind of... Whoa, that was some weird glitchiness going on. But okay, so it's this kind of far away giant that ends up having that last Snapdragon. I think I'm gonna go pick that up just so I can put it on literally anyone. Probably on Sans. He seems like the sort to have a Snapdragon. Or maybe Luca. Who knows? Yeah, let's put you in, and let's put you in. We're good to go. They're trying to cook his potato. Trying to burn that potato. You don't burn potatoes. What's wrong with you? Right. Yeah, still not getting one-hit kills here, but it'll do. Like I mentioned, these giants, just even with a massive level disadvantage, can still technically do enough damage to insta-kill some of these guys under the right circumstances, so that's still a very real possibility. Hopefully it won't come up, hopefully it won't be a thing, but I'm just saying, in testing, that definitely seemed to be the case. Because fairies just do not get defense at all. It's just not something they come prepackaged with, you have to sign up for the premium deal for that, and that was just too expensive. So, man. Now, I think it's that other one, but we're gonna go ahead and go for this anyway. Oh wait, he can only do 9 points to him, her, it, so guess we're fine there. Then go ahead and finish off this one. At this point, for this fight, we should be alright. Like, provided nobody gets a bad roll on those giants, we're basically okay. But later on, especially once we get to the Heaven's Gate fights, and especially Share and all that, stuff is going to get dire. Like, I legitimately expect a lot of casualties going up to that point. That's why there have been so many units trained up. We'll see how this goes. I mean, I've basically gone through a few of those random fights, mostly on accident, because, well, I just wanted to get around to places and do stuff, but each time I would go there, and they're like, no, it's another random fight. Can't have any semblance of peace here whatsoever. Nice. Also, this is when there's a chance to get the Candy Cane set. Which is kind of funny, because at this point in the game, the Candy Cane set is kind of hilariously pointless. Functionally speaking, it's a 10% regen per turn, but you have to have the Candy Helmet, Candy Armor, Candy Shield, and Candy Cane. And yeah, it's not very good, actually. I mean, the set's pretty decent. You end up getting a pretty decent bonus from it, but it's just not really worth the effort. Also, by this point, it's a little bit, you know, too little, too late. Okay, so Steve will continue doing this. The nice thing is there's a very nice connection between their abilities, or with, like, Atropos and stuff like that, and the fairy's secondary abilities. Because essentially, when they give him another turn, they also heal him for 50, so once he gets to that second one, you can basically break even on Atropos while spamming it over and over. That's kinda one of the hidden benefits that I wasn't really expecting. But it's nice to have it there. Charm. Nope. Okay. You chase this one. It's kind of hilarious, all these crazy god moves and buffs and stats and everything else, and they're basically doing standard damage at max level. Oh man, it's almost like they're not a very good unit or something. Surely that can't be the case. I'm gonna be curious to see how they end up stacking up against Mr. French Wizard over here. So this guy that looks exactly... Actually, I'm pretty sure this is a palette swipe of a Ledner from FFTA. Actually, no, Ledner would have... When would this one have come, actually? They came out around the same time, but yeah, no, they basically use the more or less exactly same sprite. He's basically the keeper for the main bad guy, or not really bad guy, but he's Mute's bodyguard, more or less. Like, they split him in half, and they're like, here's your good stuff, you're gonna go ahead and be nice, and then we're like, oh yeah, we also kind of made an evil you, just kind of for the lulz, and... Don't judge us, it's fine, it's legit, don't worry about it. And so he just kind of hangs out and basically tries to, like, stymie the main character all the time. That's basically all he ever really does. And honestly, the main character in FFTA is a bit of a moron. Now you might be thinking, hey, that's not nice, why are you calling him a moron? Well, okay. I've mentioned this several times before. You suck. You absolutely suck. Stole my Snapdragon. Well, whatever, I don't need one anyway. So, so point being, they friggin' get carried off into a perfect world where everything's all great and dandy all the time, as long as you don't go to the ghetto, which is definitely not classist whatsoever. But yeah, basically, everyone's immortal and can do whatever the hell they want, all the time, and basically never have to worry about dying, or never have to worry about getting sick, or anything, really. Like, while there are sicknesses, they are barely even an inconvenience. Also, now that we know that that one was the one with the Snapdragon, we can just go take out one of these guys and call it a day. But yeah, no, that Chuckle Nugget's basic genius idea is just, let's leave. This is bad and fake, and I are a good protagonist, man. I need to go leave right now. Out of curiosity, what is the difference between these two? Okay, they do the exact same damage now. Because, functionally speaking, they all have 85 power. Their main difference comes in the form of their stat updates. For some reason I thought that it added some to the attack as well, but it doesn't matter. Alright, well, so far we've done more damage to ourselves than they've actually done. So that's good and dandy. Now, I'm gonna get Cross back into close range here. Oh, okay. Never mind, even he has 1%. So, Cervantes, he actually has a very good chance, whenever you're coming here, to even dodge stuff like Atropos and whatnot. He's a little bit of a scary dude. Now, as I recall, you only need to kill off one of them, and then they both piss off. Just because this fight tends to, more often than not, result in, well, you end up losing some units, and then you end up running into that awkward situation of just having to bum rush the leader. This is actually one of very few fights in the game that ended up doing that for me a few times. No, it's the wrong game, I can't punch through that tree. Oh well. So yeah. Right now, there's not much to worry about. Hopefully. Like I said, those 1%, I believe they do get a bit of a background benefit somewhere, like if somebody misses a bunch of turns in a row, maybe they're more likely to hit or something. But, anyway. I was just kind of looking at the numbers, and... well, if on regular armored units, they're able, Cher is able to do... is it like, friggin' 150 or so? On these guys, yeah. A little bit of an issue. Alright, Luca, you just back off and pew-pew. Then we need some Steve assistance. Alright, so Steve with maximum everything. Still not able to one-shot this wizard. What's funny is the kneeling sprite is exactly the same too. Alright, yeah, no, so they do both still need to die. Okay, that's no problem. I'll do that. I'll probably have one return, and then have Vin finish the job. Now, I'm assuming these kinds of extreme exploits won't be available in the other games, so, you know, stuff like Lan sitting here and getting jerked off by a fairy, that's probably not going to be happening. Alright, and that time it does more damage for no reason, so whatever. Now, I believe that's the same text in both cases, which would explain how they ended up deciding to put the punctuation there. Alright. That was a pretty short one, so let's do Shadrius next. Yep. So we basically got to the north wall. Gonna go let all the White Walkers free now. Dang it! Lands, you caused global warming. And she's back. And she's back. And now she's gonna go get herself killed off. And possessed. Yep. Well, I mean, you did shank him, you could just take it. But yeah, so she's possessed. And she turns all purple and green. Alright, so yeah. She's all possessed and evil now. This fight is quite a bit easier, I would say, than it is with, Man, that is some freakiness. Okay, but yeah, it's quite a bit easier than it is with the Neris version of this. Because in him, you fight in a relatively similar map, but he does the same insta-kill crap. I mean, one way or another, one's a summoner fight, one's an insta-kill fight. Let's get some of these randos in here, I think. Let them have a chance to maybe earn some emblems or something. And all things considered, they actually have earned some already. Also, Toots the Traitor is still alive. Now, could she? Well... Oh yeah, and by the way, he just starts off with poison. She literally just shanked him with a poison dagger. Apparently nobody told her that poison sucks, but whatever. At least this late in the game. But it's a nice little gameplay story integration moment. I think I forgot to bring Vin on this fight, didn't I? Crap. Wait, is that Vin? No, that's Canon. Since the whole idea is kind of... Oh, no, wait, Vin's here. We're all good. It's all good. Now, what kind of damage can you do here? Barely anything. Sort of more than nothing. This is gonna be another just piling on the leader fight. So she has Philosopher's Stone. That's basically a minor intelligence bonus. She can't hit with anything but Thunder Flare. So hopefully she won't even last long enough to be able to do that. Which I believe in her current state would still end up doing like 60s or 70s. Since seemingly the way that they did stats in this to try to balance it out, like they all just had a base thing that they went for and then just scaled towards particular things. That's why even if you ended up giving a bunch of staffs or stat bonuses and stuff to a caster unit, they still probably wouldn't end up doing very much melee. But anyway. Right, she's gonna run off. That's fine. But yeah, why exactly they went through all that extra effort, I don't really know. They could have just pretended to still keep being Sybil and basically just gotten what they needed and kind of stabbed him in the back later instead of stabbing from the front. It's hilarious because that's been a thing recently. There's some guy that had a job for like an entirety of a week and a half. Just coming in, making all these bold statements all over the place. Like, oh, everyone's a backstabber, you know, well, I'm all honest because I'm a front stabber. And I'm like, wow. You basically just said you're a dick, but everyone knows about it. Congratulations. Anyway, yeah, that guy got fired almost immediately after all of that backfired to absolutely no one's surprise. And it's been a weird rotating door of who even knows what for quite a while now. It's like, seemingly every week somebody's fired and rehired, and then the new guy is less qualified than the last guy even, and It's one of those situations where it would be more disturbing if there was anything that people could actually do about it. Because, at this point it's more of a just sit, watch, and enjoy the show kind of situation. Because, hell, like, nobody can realistically do anything about it without being close to that situation. Alright, let's see if she can do anything. One of the best casters in the game. Oh, what's that? No, you can't? Awesome. Okay. A foe. There we are. Love that it does exactly 99 damage to him every time he uses it. There we go, killed with kindness. Well, the heart denies you because it's kind of stopping, dude. Also, they use the exact same thing each time now. So she shanks herself, Richter shanks himself. It's almost like they're two sides of the same weird spy coin. And like all genius protagonists, instead of just, you know, leaving him in his friggin' prison hole forever, we're gonna go release him and re-kill him because reasons. We have a resurrection scroll. I mean, we can just use that. Yeah, he's not gonna take care of her very well. And he's probably gonna go for a grope here, because, let's be honest, he's probably going for a grope. Anyway. Moving on. Fear happens because reasons. I have the power! Alright. Yes. Horn turned into a spear because the plot needs it to, so you can actually swing it at stuff. Nope. Not meaning to do that. Organize. Give you the spear. Alright, so it is a Friggin' 8 bonus to damage. I think it's like a 5 bonus from being the same element with that Ozric Spear, so it's like a 4 bonus in reality. But whatever, that's the best spear in the game. And basically we're all set to go and friggin' invade heaven now. Also, yeah, the timer is maxed out. 99.59 is where it maxes out. Apparently I left it running for quite a while. Any dang ways. See you next time.